Hello there, everybody. This is Dawson. I'm back with another movie review for you today. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 7th Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, Texas Chainsaw 3D, released in 2013, directed by John Lusienhop. And I'm just going to tell y'all right now, I was going to review Leatherface tomorrow, and the 2022 Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, but I'm just gonna finish them all today. So you guys get 3 movie reviews today. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish them, and then tomorrow we're gonna do the Final Destination movies. So you're gonna get 3 Texas Chainsaw reviews just to finish them, because I want to finish them and get them done. So, but anyway, let's talk about Texas Chainsaw 3D. Yeah. So the film stars Alexandria Daddario, Dan Yeager, Trey Songz, believe it or not, Gunnar Hansen, Paul Ray, Thorne Bailey, and Tina Raymond. Sorry. And basically the plot of this movie, I'm just going to read the first paragraph of the plot summary to this movie, and then I'll tell you the rest. So the plot summary, according to Wikipedia, is as follows. And keep in mind, this one takes place literally after the events of the original one. So just so you know. But, yeah. So, here we go. In 1973, the people of Newt, Texas, led by Burt Hartman, arrive and burn down the farmhouse of the murderous Sawyer clan in an act of violent justice. The artisans are proclaimed heroes of the community, and the entire Sawyer family is killed. However, an infant with a burnt mark on her chest is found by one of the townsmen, Gavin Miller, who promptly murders her mother, Loretta Sawyer. Gavin and his wife take the child into their care and raise her as their own daughter. In 2012, a young woman named Heather discovers that she was adopted after receiving a letter informing her that her grandmother, Verna Carson, has passed away. Heather, her boyfriend Ryan, her best friend Nikki, and Nikki's boyfriend Kenny, travel to her grandmother's home to collect her inheritance. Along the way, the group picks up a hitchhiker named Daryl, which is wrong to do. Upon arriving, Heather is given a letter from Verna's lawyer, Farnsworth, that she neglects to read, even though he tells her to read the letter, and you'll find out why in a minute. As the group explores the house, they decide to stay the night. Heather and her friends leave to go buy food and supplies, leaving Daryl, the hitchhiker, behind to look after the house. Daryl begins stealing valuables and is killed by Leatherface when he unlocks the door to the basement, freeing him. Heather and her friends return to find the house ransacked. And basically, that pretty much leads them into discovering Leatherface in the basement, and they all get hunted down one by one by Leatherface. And that is your plot of Texas Chainsaw 3D. Texas Chainsaw 3D. I'm just going to let y'all know up front, this is a terrible movie. This is one of the worst movies in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series. There are so many stupid, dumb, ridiculous things in this movie. For one, Alexandra Daddario as Heather, she's pretty much Leatherface's cousin. Okay? So, when she's instructed to read the letter, she doesn't read the letter until the very end of the movie. And when somebody gives you a letter and they tell you to read it, read the letter. Because if she would have read the letter, she would have known that Leatherface is there. And apparently Leatherface is trying to protect her. Okay? Then why'd you let him kill all of her friends? If he's gonna protect her. I don't get that. And then Dan Yeager as Leatherface. I'm probably saying his name wrong. I don't care. He's terrible as Leatherface. He's terrible as Leatherface. And Trey Songz is just Trey Songz in the movie. He's nothing special. He's just Trey Songz. He does get a really interesting death scene, though. So, and then Scott Eastwood is Carl. Can you guess who he turns out to be? Yeah, he's one of the villains of this movie. And, yeah. And then you have Tiana Raymond as Nikki. She's pretty. She's pretty to look at, but she doesn't really do that much. You do get a cameo appearance by Gunnar Hansen in this movie, so that's cool. And you also get a cameo from Bill Moseley, so that's cool. John Dugan, you also get him as the grandfather. Anyway. And also the sheriff in this movie, he's the villain. The sheriff's the villain. This is just a really terrible movie. This is just a terrible movie. Sorry. Anyway. Texas Chainsaw 3D. This is a really terrible movie. And I don't like it, so. On a scale of 1 to 4 stars, I'm going to give Texas Chainsaw 3D a 1 out of 4 stars. So, don't really like this movie. And that's my review of Texas Chainsaw 3D. So, stay tuned later today, in about an hour. I'm going to have my review of Leatherface coming up. So, I'm Dawson. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below. And I will see you guys in 1 hour.